are so easily distracted. We are so fascinated by the world. We are so caught up in things that cannot change us, and people that cannot save us, and things that will not deliver us, and personalities that did not die for us. But what would happen if we behold him? What would happen when you are in pain and you behold him? What would happen when you are frustrated and you behold him? What would happen when you are betrayed and you behold him? What happens when you have a besetting sin that makes you believe that the blood doesn't still work, but you chose to behold him? What happens when God has called you to a ministry where people want you to preach everything but Jesus? And you have to remember that my job, my mission is to preach the gospel so that people would behold him. What happens when you are weary in prayer? You must behold him. What happens when you start losing your eyesight? You must behold him. What happens when your body breaks down? You behold him. What happens when you lose people? You behold him. Why do you think you were made? Why do you think you were created, if not to behold him? I believe the Lord wants to take us back to the main thing, which is to behold him. There's a passage in John where after Jesus is risen from the dead, the disciples see him in a room. And they go and tell one of the other disciples, Thomas, that they just saw the Lord. And Thomas doesn't believe it, but says, you know, that's all good and all. He was like, but I need to see him to believe you. I need to see the nails in his hand. I need to see all the stuff. And Jesus shows up in the room a few days later. And he says to Thomas, put your finger here and see my hands. And put out your hand and place it in my side. Do not disbelieve, but believe. Thomas answered him, this is the thesis statement of John, my Lord and my God. Jesus said to him, have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed. A metaphor for belief in the scriptures is the act of seeing him.